Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com, and I'm going to tell you how to master content marketing in 7 steps by giving you the essentials that you need to know when it comes to doing well, creating a content marketing business, or just a content marketing strategy for your business. And to get started, first you need to find a niche within a niche. Now you might have probably heard that you need to find a niche, that you need to target a certain part of your industry to go after so that it's not too broad. Otherwise, it might be too much competition and it'd be hard to stand out from the rest. That's true, but you might want to go even more specific because a lot of niche areas are going to be taken as well. And so one thing you might even do is create your own niche. That way you are the master of it. Your business is the authority in that niche you created. And you can be so specific that it's not too hard for you to become the top dog in that niche. Okay, now if you're looking for a niche that might be on the rise or that could um, become popular pretty quickly, you can go to Google Trends and look for breakout terms that people have been searching for lately, and then go by your industry. You can use that to figure out what are people searching for lately. Can you make that a very specific website or very specific business, and how can you become the authority in that business? And then later on, after you've done this and become the authority, you can expand into other areas. Next, you want to focus on one content style. Not only do you need to be specific with your um, niche, but you need to focus very much on one type of content. You want to be known for a certain way of delivering your content to people. Okay, so if you're using text, audio, video, images, um, documents like you might find on SlideShare, pick one and focus on it. Pick the one that you would stick with, that you like doing the most, that you think you're the best at, and use that to create good free content that's high quality and makes you look like the authority in your very, very specific niche. Okay, now you need to find your platform. Once you pick just one type of content, if you're going with text, you might want to do blog posts. Okay, WordPress is probably the best way you can go as far as creating a blog. Or you can go with Medium if you don't want to create your own website. Or you can do guest posting to create a big profile for yourself online using that. But usually you're going to need some kind of home website if you're doing text like that. Audio, you can do iTunes podcasts, you can do radio, you can do SoundCloud, you can do other audio websites and things like that. But you might want to start a podcast. A podcast is a great way to go with that. You've seen people like John Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire. You've seen people like the founder of Smart Passive Income. I've seen all these different people, even Tim Ferriss, who wrote the 4 Hour Work Week, is doing really well with podcasts. And if you want to do videos, obviously YouTube's a great channel, or Daily Motion, which is kind of a smaller version of YouTube. You can do a video blog. You can just post your videos on your blog and not even worry about posting them anywhere else. But find the best platform for you. Consistency is obviously a big deal, but you will get a lot more traffic and you will get a lot more loyal people in your audience if you stay very consistent. You want to almost set an appointment with your audience on a daily basis. So if you're operating 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever it is, publish content that you are focusing on at at the same exact time every day that you are working. Okay, so your readers will look forward to it. They know when it's going to get there. They know when to check their inbox specifically for your content, and they will read more of it because they will know when to expect it. Okay, then you need to focus on gaining subscribers. You're getting some traffic. You need to collect emails right away because this will keep them coming back. This will help you schedule your content to where they will see it, especially if you're having like a blog or something like that where you have to create a lot of these things yourself. You need to collect emails, and I recommend you create a free lead magnet to give to your people for an exchange for their email. So instead of asking them to subscribe to your newsletter or something like they used to do back in the day, which doesn't really work anymore, you need to give them something for free. Create a free product that's related to your niche and give it to them in exchange for their email. Next, focus on extending your reach after you do that. You need to diversify and expand. But that's only after you master one part of your niche. Now, you don't want to go too far out, but you might add one at a time. A lot of people can start multiple businesses. They might start out in software, and maybe they'll go into apps, or they might go into plugins for WordPress blogs, or they might go into templates, things like that. Or you might start out in education, then you go into events, live events. You might go into other things like that, consulting, but don't go too far out of the way from what you're already good at. But obviously you want to have different streams of income, and you don't want to solely depend on one thing if you don't have to. And last but not least, ask your audience what they want. What would your audience buy? Don't build a product that you don't know they would buy. And you need to ask them exactly what they want. You've built this relationship with this audience. You have a big enough audience to where you would get significant numbers if you sold them something that would convert pretty well. And the only way to really make sure that you will get good conversions and you will make a good income from this business is to use surveys, calls, social media, any way you can to ask your audience what they specifically want, what they need. Take the most common needs and turn them into products to help them and give them what they want. And then they will buy it, and then they will love you for it if you deliver a very good product. Okay, so that's the basics of content marketing in 7 steps. Basically you need to keep everything very specific. Focus on one thing at a time before you start adding other things. One thing you might hear is from other entrepreneurs is don't go 1 mile wide and only 1 inch deep into different niches. Go 1 inch wide and 1 mile deep, so that you're focused on one thing and you're going extremely deep into it and really mastering it before you go to the next thing. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. I'll give you some more great content coming up in the next few days. Plus you can see more of my videos that I've made in the past on subjects like these. And don't forget to visit us at selfmadesuccess.com, where we'll have more in-depth information, more products you can try, more free resources, and other things that you can use to further your entrepreneurship efforts. And don't forget to leave a comment if you want to add some things maybe you've experienced with content marketing, or if you just want to let us know what you thought about the video. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great day.